Very simple to make, just a few ingredients, and it's quick and easy. So first we have some melted butter, or almost melted butter. That's a 1/4 cup of melted butter, and I'm gonna use a 1/2 cup of almond flour. So this will be the base for the cheesecake. And so we're just gonna mix that together, and then we're gonna line the cupcakes. In lining the cupcakes, I'm using 12 silicone molds. You can use cupcake liners, silicone mold, whatever you prefer, and I have them on a baking sheet so that they're easy to transfer to and from the oven. So you should preheat your oven at 350 degrees and have it ready. So we're not gonna bake the crust until everything's in the cupcake. Normally with a normal cheesecake, you bake the crust first and then you add the filling. But for this one, we're gonna do it all at the same time because the crusts are individual and the cupcakes, they'll bake in the oven when we bake it with the filling. So we don't need to pre-bake it. So now that we have the crust mixed with the butter, we're gonna take silicone molds. So I have these, I bought on Amazon, and I just have it on a baking sheet. And we're going to scoop into each mold about I would say a teaspoon worth. It's just gonna be a thin layer crust. And don't worry, we're gonna push it down once I scoop it all in. And so we're just gonna push down the almond flour mixture with our fingers to form the crust. So you want to try and get it even at the bottom. So it will be a thin layer of crust, so it's not too much of a crust cheesecake. It'll be mostly the filling. So you use your fingers to push down the crust. There you go. All 12 are done. Okay, so now we're just going to beat 2 8 ounces of cream cheese. We have 2 eggs and 1/2 cup of erythritol. I'm using the granular kind, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we mix it in, I'm using my stand mixer, but you can use an electric mixer in a bowl. And so I have 2 8-ounce cream cheese, and it's softened. I actually softened it by putting it in the microwave for about 30 seconds just to soften it. And we're going to mix it first with the erythritol. It's 1/2 cup. And then we'll add the eggs and vanilla. So I'm gonna use this paddle first, just until everything's mixed together, because the cream cheese is a little tough still, so it's easier to mix with this. And then I'll change it to the whisk paddle. So now I add the 2 eggs. 1, 2, and I have it on medium speed right now. And now I'm going to add the vanilla. So this is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. back to medium. And so I'm gonna scrape down the sides and the paddle, and I'm gonna switch it to the whisk paddle. And I'm going to mix it for 1 minute. I'm using an ice cream scoop to scoop the filling into each cupcake. And that's it, and then we'll bake it. So just taking it from there and scooping it into the cupcake mold. And that's it. Bake it at 350 for about 16 to 18 minutes. So here are the cheesecake cupcakes. I did half just the basic kind, and then I did the other half with some espresso powder and cacao powder to make a cafe mocha cheesecake. And so I'll link to each recipe in the video below and on the blog. But as you can see, they puffed up really nice. I'm gonna let them cool for about an hour, and then I'm gonna put them in the fridge overnight. Cheesecakes, I find, usually are best kept in the fridge overnight until the next day. So if you can hold off in the fridge for 24 hours till the next day. And that's it. Enjoy.